The Democratic Alliance leader John Steenhuisen has confirmed he seeks another term as party leader, brushing aside internal dissent and growing calls for change ahead of the DA's pivotal federal elective congress in April. The announcement comes at a turbulent time for South Africa's official opposition, which is grappling with divisions, reputational bruises, and rising pressure to present fresh leadership as local government elections loom. Steenhuisen, who also serves as the Minister of Agriculture in the Government of National Unity, has led the party since 2019, first in an interim capacity and later cementing the role through victory at subsequent congresses in 2020 and 2023. Along the way, he fended off leadership bids from Balintuli and Paul Balatse, and he presided over a 2024 campaign that secured cabinet representation and most electoral gains. Now bidding for a third term, Steenhuisen insists his work is unfinished. He argues that continuity is crucial to maintain the party's growth trajectory and to guard against what the DA described as radical influences in coalition politics, particularly involving the economic freedom fighters. Despite his firm stance, fault lines inside the DA are widening. A faction of senior party figures has become increasingly critical of Steenhuisen's leadership style, accusing him of consolidating too much power and failing to expand the party's appeal beyond its traditional base. Discontent intensified after a recent Federal Legal Commission probe examined allegations against Steenhuisen and former Federal Finance Chair Deon George. The inquiry investigated claims of misconduct and reputational damage within the party, while Steenhuisen was cleared of wrongdoing, including alleged misuse of party credit cards. George abrupt and public resignation poured accelerant on the fire. A former minister in the GNU and once a key fundraising figure, he left amid escalating tensions, sparking speculation of coordinated smear attempts to deteriorating trust within the DA's upper ranks. Insiders warn that the fallout is exposing structural fractures well before delegates cast their ballots. Leaks, anonymous briefings, and policy dispute now a fixture of a daily internal battle. Though Steenhuisen currently remains favorite, the race for leadership is far from settled. Gauteng leader Solly Msimanga is said to be weighing a challenge, with supporters arguing that the DA needs a leader more closely connected to black urban voters and the realities of its key battleground metros. Captain Mayor Gordon Lewis, a popular figure with strong governance credentials, is another name quietly circulating among strategists seeking generational change. Former Johannesburg Mayor Mpho Balatse narrowly beaten in 2023 may again test the waters, supported by members who believe the time has come for a black woman to lead South Africa's biggest opposition party. Meanwhile, Deon George has quit the party in a public rebuke of leader John Steenhuisen and party executives, citing failure of the DA's role in the Government of National Unity and alleged maladministration of financial irregularities involving Steenhuisen. George said the situation had become intolerable. George accused the party of orchestrating a smear campaign against him because he had refused to buckle to the pressure from the GNU partners. George spoke about the alleged internal power struggles in the DA live on broadcaster ENC on Thursday afternoon. Said, "I cannot remain in a party that has, through the actions of its current leader, John Steenhuisen, been captured by the African National Congress and other criminal interests. The result of this capture is the DA has been completely muzzled. It has lost its voice and its ability to lead in South Africa's interest." George said that he initially supported the concept of the Government of National Unity as it was the best solution to complex situation at the time. However, he accused Steenhuisen of being vulnerable to exploitation by the ANC due to his personal financial vulnerabilities. He had recently submitted a complaint with the public protector detaining Steenhuisen's alleged abuse of power. The DA has an internal investigation into alleged credit card abuse by Steenhuisen, which George considered to be whitewashed. George was attending COP30 in Brazil when he was notified of a reshuffle of his ministerial position. He said that he was given a gag order by the party, and when his lawyer asked for documentation related to the decision, none was or has been forthcoming. The position of Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry was reportedly offered to George, but he denies such offer was ever presented to him by the DA. George joined the DA in 1995 and had been a member of parliament since 2008. He had been serving as the party's chair of federal finance at the time of his resignation. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.